What up? It's another video by EP Walker. You know what this video is about tonight? It is midnight, Sunday night. I want to make a video. So, you know, you can correct your mistakes. You can correct your mistakes. People got to realize that they can, or you can correct your mistakes. Don't ever feel like you're condemned by your mistakes. Some mistakes can lead to healthy, bigger consequences and significant type of repentance for that, or stuff like that, or certain consequences for their actions. But you can correct your mistakes. Try not to make too big of a mistake or keep making mistakes over and over, because sometimes you have consequences and repercussions for the mistakes, and you may have to pay the price for their mistakes, because some mistakes will get a little big and there has to be some type of recourse or judgment for the mistakes that you make. But that's what this video is about. You can correct your mistakes. Don't ever let someone think, or when I'm talking, don't ever let somebody think that you this. Well, when I'm talking about mistakes, I'm really talking about certain type of mistakes. I'm not talking about mistakes that go above and beyond a cataclysmic mistake, where it's something you shouldn't have done, and something that's too foul, too wrong, too just disturbing in nature. Some of that, when you do stuff like that, you may have to pay the price. You may have to face a certain type of judgment for that, for you to be repentant of them type of mistakes, or you be judged right, and for justice to be served. When you make a big mistake like that, justice must be served. But in that case, it will be served, and so you can be held accountable for whatever you did. But for other mistakes, you got to realize that you can correct your mistakes. Don't ever let somebody, for the minor mistakes, for the less so serious mistakes, you got to realize that you can correct your mistakes. Don't let someone think that you're just condemned by doing something that's wrong, a mistake you did once, all the time. If you make a mistake, you can't correct it. If it's, you can't correct it. Just give it some time. That's why I said in my video, wise man don't speak. Because when you're quieter, it's easier to correct mistakes than when you talk words out your mouth. When you're silent and you speak under your breath, it's much easier to correct your mistakes than when you talk words out your mouth. Once you talk them out your mouth, it's a little bit more difficult to correct it, though you still can correct it, but it is more difficult. But that's what this video is about. You can correct your mistakes. Don't let somebody think you're too condemned by the mistakes you made. You can correct your mistakes. You can plot your moves correctly, observe and become enlightened, and see things the right way and correct your mistakes. If you can't do that if you sit back and let things happen the way they should, analyze things the way you should, and see things the way you should in the right light. So that's what this video is about. You can correct your mistakes. I'm not talking about even the big ones you can correct in the long run too. But even the big mistakes you can be correct. You can correct in the long run, but you may have to pay the price in the type of judgment and the type of justice for that mistake. If it's too big of a mistake, there maybe have to be some type of justice carried out for that mistake, even if it's too big a mistake. But for normal mistakes, for all mistakes you can be corrected, but you may have to there may have to be a certain type of justice for it's too big of a mistake. But for normal mistakes, just realize you can correct your mistakes. You can correct them. You're not condemned by normal mistakes. You can correct it. You can figure it out. You can become enlightened, see it the right way, and see things and do things the right way, and not be condemned by your mistakes. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. It's just that we all correct our mistakes. That's how we all live, and that's how we all go. All right, that's the video for now. Have a great day. Peace.